Hello everyone. In this video, I want to introduce a Python documentation generation tool known as Portray, which I came across recently, and I have been quite pleased with how easy it is to use. And so I thought to share my experiences. Hopefully, you also find this tool useful for generation of documents of your Python projects. This is an open source tool by a developer named Timothy Crossley. It's available on his GitHub page. So let us first see how to install this. It's quite simple. A normal pip install command here. Then let me go to my command line over here. And first let me create a venv for this project. This is a hobby side project which I do in my private time related to computation of the Indian income tax. Alright, and let's now activate this. And with that, let us start VS Code. For this project, I am using the pyproject.toml approach for installation, which means I specify portray as a dependency over here, along with some other things that I use in this project. So let me first now try to install this. So pip install. Since I just recently cleared all my install packages, it's going to install a lot of this stuff once again. These mkdocs packages are being installed because Portray uses mkdocs as well as another project, pdocs, for this document generation. And while this installation is completing, let me talk about the docs folder. This is what you put in the root of your project directory, and you keep a few markdown files over there. These will be taken by Portray in the generated documentation. There's also the README file, which is the entry point or the index page of your generated documentation. Alright, the installation is successful now, and let's now try to use Portray. Now at this point I do not really know how to use it, and there it is. It tells me what I need to do. These are the available commands, so let me try in browser. The documentation is being generated. And that's it. The document is available. It's so easy. And you can also see it fetches the documentation from the doc strings of the Python source code, even for the methods. It gives you the parameters and the return values in this nice tabular form from the doc string. In this case, I use the NumPy doc format, but I think it also supports a few other formats like the Google Docs. And then these are the markdown files which I had shown in the docs folder. And let me just go back to VS Code and try some other things. Let's stop this here. And we'll try on GitHub pages. And that's it. You just run this command and portray itself runs the GitHub action to publish your document. And there it is. It's exactly the same document what we saw locally. It is now available on my GitHub pages. So that's about Portray. Very easy to use, possibly one of the best examples of UX that I have seen in recent times. You just install, run the command and use it. Of course, there are options to configure it if you want to use it for more complicated stuff. I hope you have found this video useful, and I hope you will also consider using Portray in your projects. Thank you so much for listening.